Alright, so today we're going to be checking out SSERAFIM's Pure Flow Part 1 album right here. This is a full album. This is the second full album that they released. I'm very excited to check this entire thing out. So yeah, let's get into it. Started with the first track called Pure Flow. I don't know what's going up with my thing right now. I might have clicked it too many times. Oh. I like this chord going down. Oh, this is like the sound that was in their trailer thing, right? Okay.
You and me both. We're all weak inside. What does that leave you with?
I like this sound going up.
Seriously? You're really okay with this?
I always like that they still keep with this, you know, for their albums. This intro thing, them talking. I feel like it's definitely like their signature thing for like the intro of their albums at this point.
The face of suffocating shame. 망했다.
There's a lot of guitar coming on. That's nice.
What seems like rock bottom is actually our way out. 아직 아물지 않은 상처를 벗겨줘서.
And then they all have the thing, like, you know, they say it together at the end. Like, Nice. Yeah, and I've expressed this before, but I really like the whole kind of message thing that they have for this album as well. It's very nice. Okay, so the first track, well, not the first track, but the first B-side, we got Creatures right here. Ooh. Okay, I like the way she was saying that. Ooh. That was nice to be going down with that. Nice. Ooh. That's a nice melody going with that. Oh, okay, I like how she held that out. Okay. Ooh, I like how it filled out more of that. Oh, okay, that's a nice melody right there. I like that going into that line. That's nice. Okay, repeating that. I like that. Oh, she's not nice right there. I like that. Alright. I like that part a lot. That was really nice. I like the overall rhythm that the beat's going. Okay, interesting added sound right there. Okay, I like that left right thing right there. That's nice. I like the break on that. What kind of panning they do. Yeah, I'm liking that they're keeping with this very, you know, interesting delivery on these lines as well. You know, make it very entertaining with that. Really like this part a lot right here. That whole build up, getting going to this. Yeah, really like how she's on that. Nice. It's so interesting because the way they're saying this line is, well, I feel like I've never really heard them like kind of like speak like this. Interesting. I think they do really good with, you know, saying the lines to fit with the sound of the song as well. Definitely capturing the whole vibe and energy of this. Oh, they're rising with it. Yeah. That was entertaining. I like that one a lot, 100%. I feel like I'll definitely listen to that one. Like I said, the chorus definitely does a lot for me. Like how that went down a lot. The overall melodies and stuff like that. Very interesting. Very entertaining how they were saying the lines again. Really like that one a lot. Next one is called Iffy Iffy. Oh, okay. Hold on. I like how filled out that is with that song. Nice. Nice vocal on the back. Oh yeah, that's my vibe right here. Her voice echoing, nice. Oh, there's percussion coming right here. Nice. Oh, love how she sung Cry right there. Oh, yeah. That's the one right here. Oh, okay. Nice sound. Nice. Oh, nice light focus coming on that. Nice having it repeat. Love the dancing elements as well. It's very nice. Going back into this. Ooh, those chords going down a little differently with that. Nice. And that beat coming on that. Nice. Love these melodies. And there's in those background vocals as well. Are they coming in as well? So nice. How many on that? Nice. Love how low she went right there. Nice. I think they sound great on this one as well. Yeah, that was nice. That was fire. Love sounds like this. So that's how many 9. Song's too short, bruh. It's always the songs I really like too, bruh. Yeah, bro. It's always the songs I really like. Gotta be really short, bro. A nice, yeah, because I'm just imagining a nice bridge. You feel me? Going to that, and then the repeat of that chorus would have been fire, 100%. Yeah, but that was really nice. I like this one a lot. Definitely right up my alley when it comes to music. Love the melodies, how they all sounded on this one. It was very nice. The way that beat dropped down, really nice kind of dancey thing going on with that. Yeah, 100% gonna be listening to Iffy Iffy a lot. Now let's go on to the next track on this one. Yeah, I like that. I like their voices on that genre a lot. That's nice. Okay, next one's called Need Your Company.
No one really knows me. Nobody understands, I know. I'm thinking in a selfish way, but on my lows, I just can't help it. No one really knows me.
Interesting melody. Really love how she's on that.
It's friendship voices for sure.
Is that the guitar? The way that's placed as well, I like that. The beat's going on. Nice. Ooh. You feel no more with that sound? Nice, I like that. That's our voice and then dropping down. It's a nice harmony on that. Yeah. The way that's moving. That bass on that. Wow, her delivery right here. I don't feel like I've ever heard her sing like this. Nice. Wow. Yeah, that was really good. I like that one a lot. Yeah. Again, really short though, but still very nice sound. I like the way they filled it up with that kind of the sound coming in right there, the melodies that they were singing. Again, with the way they're singing these lines, I feel like they sound very different from the other stuff that they've put out in the past, and I like that. It's they're kind of doing different things with their voices. Really, really nice melodies throughout that entire thing, how that was going. Really love the overall kind of atmospheric sound. Next one's called Sonder.
Someone smiles, someone
Okay, like that.
Someone smiles, someone cries.
Like I can hear verses, right?
Emotions,
I know some of the members wrote on majority of the tracks on this album, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's a nice melody. Oh, nice. Ooh. Interesting voice effect right here. The kind of like robotic kind of harmony sounding thing on it as well. Like a little go with that melody. Wow. It's very interesting because it sounds like it's definitely more put to the left right here. Okay, like that with the beat coming in. Nice repetition on that. That's how many coming in now? Like the panning kind of ad libs. This melody right here, really love this. Nice. I like how it's just like, just going still, just going right there. Nice how voice spread out right there. And as it's going, it's nice. Yeah. Are they rolling that out? Sounded very nice. Nice on her there. Yeah, she's on a very nice in the back right there while that was going. Yeah. That's a very catchy hook as well. I like how they did that. How they produced their voices on this entire thing is definitely very interesting. Yeah, the sound of that is really interesting as well. What is that? That's really, really interesting how they did the overall sounds of this one production wise. Not in terms of like the instrumental, but definitely their voices and how that was done. I do like the melodies that they were singing and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely feel like I would listen to this one. This one had a very interesting vibe overall. 100%. Now let's go on to the next one. It's called Saki. Ooh, featuring Aaliyah's interlude. Okay, okay. It's percussion. 1-800. Okay. That was the thing with the other album right there, and they had like the whole Saki thing with the. Okay. Ooh. Okay, okay. Those harmonies? Uh-huh. Nice. Nice. Ooh. Okay. I like that. It's on with the synth there. That's a nice melody of the harmony. I like that. Okay, yeah, hold on. I'm liking this one. I'm liking this. That sound coming in? That was nice. And this melody? Between your teeth, there's spaghetti. Oh, nice. Oh, these are nice melodies. But then they go to the thing. I like she started that right there with Kami Saki, because you know Sakura. Real like another real. That was nice. Okay, I like to blow that line. That's nice. Like the Addy kind of like shaking things like that. The way they're doing bass on this one is nice as well. I like how they're doing it. This melody really like this. Like an underscore is going. I like what they did with the voices right there as well. Kind of like panning right there. That's interesting with the U. That delay voices that coming on that. Really love the percussion on this. Is on that thing a lot. Like that. Ooh. The vocals coming in. That's nice. Ooh. Nice taken out. That's very nice. That's those harmonies going still in the back. That's really nice. Just to get a peek. Message at the tone, but I hit delete. Bye. Nice. I like that one a lot. That one was very, very nice. Love the production on that one. Love the way they were delivering the lines on that one. Again, very interesting way they produced their vocals on that one as well. Especially that hook. Love the way they were, delivering that hook 100%. The way the sounds were going on that. The harmonies that would come in on the lines. Really like that melody that they were singing in the pre-chorus a lot as well. So yeah. Really, really enjoyed this one a lot, 100%. Love the feature as well. She killed that with that. Yeah. All right, the next one is called Irony. Ooh. Okay. Interesting kind of melody on that thing. There's the bass right there. Ooh. She can sound with that. Oh, that's something. Okay. Okay. Love the groove of this beat. It's nice. It's very catchy, like the harmony that comes out on that. Ooh, I like this melody. How's she come in? As that melody is kind of like lower in the back. Interesting. Now it's higher again, like that. Like that. Yeah, I'm liking her sound in all these verses as well. I like that, all that. Nice. It got higher as well with that. Is that like a voice thing they're putting in as well? It's interesting. Yeah, like a chop thing. Think of like, yeah, this groove. Yeah. I would definitely put this on. I'm trying to get that kind of like dancey energy. 100% that one's going on. Love the groove of that beat, how that's going. Love the melodies in the verses as well. How they did that very catchy hook with that. I like it. You know, like the harmonies on that as well. Very interesting kind of like melody with that whole thing. How they did it like higher and lower and stuff like that throughout the song. Very interesting. So yeah, like Irony a lot. Let's go on to the next one. These B-sides are hidden. I'm liking these. Next one's called Trust Exercise. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like the melody on that too. Right here. That's nice. How it feels out. Chords. Ooh, the way that felt out with the bass coming in as well. The beat. Nice, love how you sang that. Oh, nice. This melody. Nice. And the harmony, very nice. I like how they kind of like in some of their songs reference some of the other songs, like Cynical. I feel like this one has similar vibes to that song as well. Love how she sang that. Slowly. Nice harmony that came in on that. Love that. Connected thing of that line is very nice. Like the higher sound that's in the instrumental coming on that. Nice. Nice. sound in this. The kind of breathiness. These lines, very nice. That comes out of that is nice. Yeah, such a melody right there. Like that one as well, 100%. These songs, bro, like I'm just like I'm imagining such a nice bridge and like last chorus maybe with filling out more some more like background vocals. I'm just imagining how they could be longer, but they're still very very good. Really like this one a lot as well. Definitely one of my favorites on this one. Like the overall melodies, how they were singing, like I said, that breathy kind of tone that they had. Very nice overall thing. Very nice kind of atmospheric sound with, everything filling out. Really nice kind of like main chords going down with everything and the beat as well. So yeah, really like Trust Exercise. Let's go into the next one. This is the last one called Liminal Space. It's like an outro thing? So I couldn't find any like lyric videos, so I had expected it was gonna be like just like sound, but they're actually talking in this one, so I have to look up what they're saying.
기대되는 것 같아. 매번 앨범이 다 다른 이야기가 나올 수도 있어. 진짜 의리만 아는.
I guess we're just gonna be listening to this.
아니 어제 은채 녹음 다음 순서였거든. 근데 거의 죽어 있는 거야.
Actually, no, it might have lyrics actually that I can probably just try to translate.
그게 너무 보여서 웃겼어.
Someone might have did it in the comments actually.
아 그건 진짜 노민하긴 해.
나도 울었어.
진짜 울었다고?
수업하면서.
그게 얘기 뭐지? 우리가 어떻게 더 사귈 수 있을까? 이제
시작은 그랬지.
오해하겠어. 사람들이 내가 너 얼마나
언니가
나안
We're just hearing them talk.
아 오해야.
I mean, of course, if you know what they're saying, you know what they're saying. But like, if you don't, it's just
그 생각이 너무 잘
okay. Let me have some music coming on. A beat.
기대된다. 어떤 반응이?
이게 무슨 얘기지? 진짜 모르겠다. 이게 그러니까 사람들이
하고 있나요?
잘하잖아.
잘 보여주겠지. 안에 돼 있어.
어쩔 수 없어. 못 빨라.
어디로 가고 있지?
목적지가 있긴 한 거야.
그치. 우리가 바라는 목적지. 일찍 가보고.
일단 가보고.
일단 이동하고 있는 거야. 하는 중인 거야.
근데 우리 어디 가?
Is this like a sound they have for one of the other songs? Or like the little intro thing that they had? I like the sound of that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, very interesting. I like the sound that came in at the end right there. Very interesting. I wonder if that's maybe like a teaser for like a next thing, or was that, I can't remember if we heard this sound on the album for another song that they had, like the intro or something like that. No, the intro sounded pretty different. So no, I think it might be like a teaser for something else. I'm not entirely sure because this is Pure Flow Part 1, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know what they would do with Part 2 or Part 3 or whatever. I'm excited to see what they'll do with that. But yeah. With this right here, Pure Flow Part 1, very, very interesting. I would say very nice album overall. Definitely the B-sides 100% carried the frick out of this album for me, which I expected that to be, a thing. That's usually what it is for the SSERAFIM. I definitely like their B-sides like way more than their main tracks. It's crazy though, because I'm looking at this. The album is 11 songs long, but only 27 minutes long. And that is absolutely wild. And that's because most of the songs were like extremely short. And there were some songs that I definitely feel like could have used, more to it, and they could have been longer. But I think just the overall sound, other sounds that they went for in this one were pretty nice. I do like all the different sounds that they did go for. 100%. They went for a lot of different sounds. Comparing this to their first album, just overall, I would say I like this one probably more, right? Just the different sounds they went for, and I think that's due to the kind of different thing I'm hearing with their voices as well and how they deliver the lines. I feel like that was one thing that made me like this album a lot. Besides the sounds, is that they actually deliver the lines really entertainingly. I guess, is that even a word? I don't know, but they deliver the lines really entertainingly, going with the song and the sounds and stuff like that. And I feel like their voices sounded really, really nice on this one. I liked how they sounded a lot. And again, with the production and how they did different things with their voices, or even how they said specific things, that was one thing that I was really liking as well for this entire album. So yeah, I would say pretty nice, this entire thing. I'm excited to see what they'll do for the next Pure Flows. I'm interested to see if the next Pure Flows are gonna be full albums like this one, or just mini albums, and then we'll go from there. But I guess we'll see, right? But yeah, actually, let me see if I could pick some favorites on this one. All right, so since this is a full album, I chose like a top 5 right here. Going from number 5 is gonna be Need Your Company. Number 4, Irony. Number 3, Trust Exercise. Number 2, Saki featuring Aaliyah's interlude. And then my number 1 song on this album is gonna be Iffy, 100%. That was the second B-side, right? Iffy. That was fire, bro. 100%. I know that one's definitely gonna be one I listen to like the most. Very nice, those 5. Like majority of the tracks on this one though. The only ones I would say I know I'm probably not gonna be listening to that much are the intro, right? Because I usually the talking things. The sound was nice in that though. The last one, because it's just basically them talking that the entire time, and then Boom Pala. I like Celebration. I like that one. I feel like I would listen to that one a good bit. Probably not as much as of course my favorites, but that one's a nice kind of like hype energy one. I feel like that one would be put on. But yeah, majority of the tracks, this is really good right here. What I like knowing, because like I said, I feel like I seen when I was looking at the track list that majority of the tracks the members did participate in the writing or composing for. So I like knowing that, because that makes me feel a little more better about the fact that the songs are really short as well, because I know that this songs came from their mind, and of course other people's minds as well, but also they participated in kind of writing and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say that I really like that whole fact of that. I think this is a good project right here. I'm very excited to hear what they put out next, because these sounds were actually really nice, and I think they did these really well. So yeah, 100%. That's my thoughts. Tell me what you guys thought about this album down below. Would you like, would you not like? Tell me what your favorites were, or you can rank the entire thing if you'd like. Definitely would like to hear your opinion. Again, I'm gonna be checking out performances they do for Boom Pala. My reactions to that will be on my Patreon if you guys want to see that, and then of course any other song on this album, of course. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.